We're back live at ringside, Phoenix, Arizona. WBA version welterweight championship at stake. The fighters have been introduced by the ring announcer, Bob Baker. The referee will be Robert Ferrara. I've seen him work several times. He is first rate. The tail of the tape. I've already discussed the big differential, the reach, an 8.5-inch reach edge by Tommy Hearns. How will Randy Shields be able to get inside? Will he be able to get inside? How can he avoid the punching of Tommy Hearns? Will he be able to avoid it? Basic questions, but they are the questions. In the corner of Randy Shields, I've already mentioned his father, his manager and trainer, and Joe Goosen. In the corner, Walt Smith, Don Thibodeau, and of course the great Emmanuel Stewart for Tommy Hearns. We are WBA rules, 10-point must system of scoring, 2 judges and the referee score. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The bell for round 1, a smallish ring, 17 feet 7 inches below championship size, but approved. Rules waived by the WBA representative here, Melvin Ziegler. So we go. That left is lightning fast, that Hearns has. Did a number of his fights as an amateur, as well as a couple of them as a pro. Just amazing the way his punching power has developed. Of course, in the amateur ranks, the secret is boxing to score points, and that's what he was taught there. We're almost a minute into round 1. With a left, Hearns mildly off balance. When you fight Hearns, what you want to do in the early going is survive, which Harold Weston was able to do until a damaged eye caused the stoppage of the fight. Minute and a half into round 1. Had a good short right. Rattle a left jaw of Shields. Judges, Dr. Michael Munoz of Phoenix and Joe Garcia of Tucson.
Come on, back up.
45 seconds left in round 1.
Come on, back off.
Hearns scoring with the left.
Hold it, Tom.
Blood in Hearns' right eye, the corner of it. That's the kind of brawling that Shields is willing to risk. The corner of Hearns' right eye shows some blood. There is a cut there, and it trickles down the right cheek.
Stop, stop.
We're back live, ringside, Phoenix, Arizona, round 2. Tommy Hearns, left of your screen. Randy Shields, right. Blood drawn from the corner of the right eye of Tommy Hearns in the first round. A check with Emmanuel Stewart in the Hearns corner. The claim is it was done by a butt. In perfect honesty, I did not see a clean blow strong enough to have drawn that kind of blood from Hearns to have caused that kind of cut. You did see in the first round that Randy Shields would like to maul and brawl where he can. Cut down the leverage of Hearns' long reach and punching power. 45 seconds into round 2. Under any circumstances, you couldn't have a better man in the corner than Emmanuel Stewart, and the cut has been repaired for the moment at least. No sign of blood. We're almost a minute into round 2. This kid Shields has got guts.
Hold it, Thomas. Hold it. Come on.
that day in Chicago.
Okay,
15 rounds and only lost by a point. But it's hard to operate against that long left of Tommy as he seeks to set up the explosive right. Oh, great punching power is lodged in either hand. Second round action. Tommy working left. Saw him use the right. Shields willing to mix it up with him. 50 seconds left in the second round. Thought for a brief instance that Hearns had been hurt, but he wasn't. We are approaching the end of round 2. And this could be a scrap. Live ringside, Phoenix, Arizona, round 3. Tommy Hearns against Randy Shield. Blood drawn, corner of Hearns' right eye, first round. Butt claim by Hearns' corner. Fight surprising thus far. Hearns using the left steadily, looking to land with that right, which he just threw to the midriff. But in truth, Hearns troubled somewhat by what we call the lateral movement that we saw in the '76 Olympics of the young American fighter. Side-to-side movement by Shields has puzzled Hearns somewhat. The head slipping from side to side. And then inside, mauling and the willingness to mix it up. Hearns' punching power diminished when Shields can get inside. But the reach edge, extraordinary for Hearns, 8.5 inches. 1:05 into round 3. Good left. You saw it. Snap back the head of Randy Shields. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line as Hearns keeps going at Shields now. That at the end of this round, we'll take a station break. Shields would be well advised to learn that it can be perilous to mix it up with Hearns. Yet the kid fights back.
All right, let's play. Come on. Let's go. Back up.
Minute left. Round 3.
Okay, I'm going to play. Come on.
That's Bob Ferrara, the referee. Tommy looking to measure Shields, wanting to bring him into him, catch him coming in. Seconds left in the third round. We'll be back with more of the WBA World Welterweight Championship fight after this word from our local stations. Phoenix, Arizona, round 4 underway. Tommy Hearns, left of your screen. Right of your screen, a tough kid, Randy Shields. At stake, WBA World Welterweight title. Hearns, the reigning champion. The first 3 rounds, surprising. You saw Shields get in a good right there. Hearns dominating in the boxing, using that long left jab of his, a stinging jab. But a cut result, it's claimed by, oh, a good right that staggered Shields. You saw it. He got the good right in. If there is a question to be observed here concerning Hearns is if Shields can survive the first 5 or 6 rounds, will there be evidence of fatigue in Hearns? Does he have the stamina? Will he be losing strength and some snap from his punches? I was mentioning a claim butt by the Hearns corner in the first round that drew some blood from the corner of the right eye of Hearns. But Manny Stewart quickly repaired that. Oh, there it was, the right and the other right. And Shields is ready to go with that kind of explosive suddenness as Hearns struck. Shields in trouble, trying to mitigate the damage, trying to get inside, now trying to fight back. But you saw the explosive power of Tommy Hearns. It seems that sooner or later he gets to you, and it seems always to be somewhere in the first 5 rounds. 28 out of 30 times is no accident. Another right. Shields again getting inside, trying to hold on. Hearns straightening him up with his punches, has him pinned against the ropes. No question about Shields' gameness. Another right. For a man in the welterweight classification, Lord, is Hearns powerful. 45 seconds left in round 4. And Hearns has taken conclusive command. Suddenly, totally explosively. Look at Shields. His back was to Hearns for a moment. 30 seconds left. Shields just trying to last it out. Shields actually landed a left. Oh, is this kid game? Shields.
Get that hand off the neck, Thomas.
We're not going to leave after this round. We've got to take a look at both fighters, if time permits. We're approaching the end of the 4th round, and somehow Shields may have survived, and has. There is Randy Shields. He's from North Hollywood, California. A lot of people have come in for Hollywood to root for this kid, and there are a lot of sports writers. You want to see a guy take a punch? Look at that. That spun him around, almost off his feet. The follow-up right did more of the same, and yet he survived. It was in the 4th round that we saw Tommy Hearns the way we've been seeing him ever since he turned professional. In the meantime, Tommy Hearns himself may have thought that he had Shields ready to go and out of there in the 4th round as they work over that right eye, which was victimized by a claim butt in the first round. Tommy Hearns has discovered that this is one tough game cookie, Randy Shields. We got a quick glimpse of Emmanuel Stewart as he was working over Tommy Hearns. We await the start of round number 5. There is the bell. And let's see if Hearns can finish the job here. Loading up, looking to dynamite the opponent. There's the left to set him up. Note the speed of that left. Thing seems as long as a lamppost. 45 seconds into round 5. Hearns doing the right thing in this round. After having pulverized Shields in the 4th round, he has now not gone crazy. He is a composed fighter, and he is boxing. And with Shields coming into him that time. He stung Shields with a left. He's working him systematically, looking for the right opportunity to explode that right. Oh! Out of nowhere, Randy Shields has floored Tommy Hearns with a right. Hearns is half laughing as if to say, no, I didn't really go. I was off balance, but he went. No, he did not go. Ruled no knockdown. Ruled a slip. So Hearns was right. Now, vantage point here, it looked like Hearns had gone down. Now, smile is off Tommy's face now, though. Ruled a slip. Was angered by that mishap, even though it was ruled a slip. Like to do away with Shields. Right now.
Get up. Okay.
25 seconds left in the 5th round. Championship fight scheduled 15 rounder.
Hold on, let's break. Come on.
End of round 5.
Hold it, stop. Hold on.
Back at ringside in Phoenix, let's look quickly. That was what Robert Ferrara called a slip. Yes, Hearns was off balance, but it looked as if the blow knocked him down. Ruled a slip. Now we're to round 6. The dominant round was round 4, when Hearns apparently had Shields ready to go, but Shields would not go. 40 seconds into round 6. Tommy with a short right and then a long right. Good left. That stopped Shields in his tracks. Saw the left shoot Shields' head back. Minute 10 into round 6. Shields answering back with a couple of lefts of his own. No question, Hearns dominating the fight, regardless of the butt in the first round that drew blood from Hearns' right eye, and the ruled slip in the 5th round. Caution to Hearns from referee Ferrara. Watch the use of his head. Minute left in the 6th round. Five seconds left in the round. Shields is held together up to this point. He answered with a right after Hearns had left with a left. Hearns is doing the scoring, of course. We're at the end of round 6. We're live at ringside, Phoenix, Arizona. WBA World Welterweight crown at stake. Hearns to the left, defending against a tough game guy named Randy Shields. It has gone through 6 rounds. Few expected that to happen. No knockdowns. An apparent right that caused Hearns to fall was ruled a slip by Robert Ferrara, the referee. That came in the 5th round. In the 4th round, Shields was ready to go from 2 devastating rights delivered by Hearns, but he never even went down. Only sign of blood, a claimed butt by the Hearns corner against Tommy in the 1st round that drew some blood in the right corner of the right eye. Stewart in the corner repaired it effectively. We're a minute into the 7th round. If nothing else, Randy Shields is proving himself a good catcher.
All right, I got a break. Come on, both of you. Back up. Body, Randy.
Now, on that slip, the rule slip, it was a right by Shields. Watch where Tommy Hearns carries his left. Now it's conceivable against, see how low he carries it? Against a fighter like Sugar Ray Leonard, that might cause him trouble. But of course, any fighter fighting Hearns in that weight classification faces a disadvantage in reach, and it's dangerous to try to get inside. And yet you must try to do that. Seventh round action. Leonard sitting a row or so behind us, together with Alexis Arguello and Hilmer Kenny. Some of those fighters who have made the lower weight classifications so appealing today to the boxing fans of this country. Outstanding athletes. Even though Hilmer suffered that loss to Sean O'Grady. O'Grady was brilliant 2 weeks ago. Round 7, and we're down to 15 seconds left. And while Hearns has dominated the round, he has not scored in the manner he scored in earlier rounds. Back live, there's Sugar Ray Leonard with his wife. Action started in the 8th round. Yes, the 8th round, and Randy Shields is still in there against Tommy Hearns. Shields to the left, Hearns to the right. WBA World Welterweight title at stake. We'll be talking with Sugar Ray Leonard shortly, get his reactions to what he sees in Hearns today. Hearns back to boxing, using the left, looking to set up the right. But we are in the 8th round now. And what we must watch for is whether or not there's a diminution of punching power in Hearns as the fight progresses. Only because, as I suggested earlier on, some have questioned the stamina of Tommy Hearns, hearkening back to the Harold Weston fight in particular. We're a minute into the 8th round, and now Hearns unloading again, which he did not do in the 7th round. That left always in there. Shields may have the style with his lateral movement. A good right. There, Hearns got it in to have troubled Hearns thus far, but not the power. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line that at the end of this round, we'll take a station break.
Come on.
Shields holding on, getting in there. Now a big red welt under the right eye of Shields and an apparent cut over the right eye of Shields. Yes, there is blood over the right eye. The corner of the right eye. Randy Shields. Minute left in round 8. If it's guts you want, if it's gizzards you want, look at that man Shields. He's got it. Drawn again from the corner of Hearns' right eye. So each fighter has blood in the right corner of the right eye. And we have 20 seconds left in round 8. Hearns keeps getting that left in there. There was one by Shields. We'll be back with more of the WBA World Welterweight Championship fight after this word from our local stations. We're back live at ringside, Phoenix, Arizona, round 9. Yes, round 9, and Randy Shields is still in there against Tommy Hearns. This fight scored a shutout every round for Hearns. That's a subjective appraisal. And yet the fight is interesting. It wasn't the quick knockout laugher everyone expected. It's interesting because on occasion Shields has hurt Hearns, though he may deny it after the fight. And once there was what was ruled a slip that may be questionable. Then there was the claim butt in the first round that drew blood from Tommy Hearns. Such has been the mantle of invincibility thrust upon Hearns that nobody could have imagined the fight would have gone this far. Be interesting when we get Sugar Ray Leonard's reaction. Round 9. Talking with Sugar Ray in the very next round. Interesting reaction. The crowd here mostly, oh, what a right in that corner against Shields. But Randy stays up. Now he must desperately hold on. Spun away from the rope successfully, but Hearns is after him. Now on the inside, trying to cut down the punching leverage and power of Hearns. But you saw the right. Now Shields is in terrible trouble. Ferraro warns Hearns about use of the head, the butt. Blood around both of Shields' eyes now. It's another big, right there you saw the right get through to Hearns. He half sneers, half laughs, but Shields stays there. What might have happened if Shields had real punching power.
Go to your corner.
Go to your corner. Ferraro wants the cuts and the eyes looked at. The ring doctor is Dr. C.D. Lake. We've seen him around boxing circles for years. Let's see what his decision is. As a result of this, we will stay between rounds. The doctor, you see him checking the eyes. See that cut on the inside of the left eye? Let's see. He's letting the fight continue. We have little more than a half-minute left. There is an open cut on the left cheek of Shields, but that won't bother him. His face now a pulpy mess. Still fighting, he will score an occasional blow, but only occasional. Yet Hearns has not been able to put this man down, let alone away. The end of the round at hand. Seemed to me that was a slow bell. Let's take a look again at that first big right hand of the 9th round. There it was. And look at the way the head of Randy Shields was jarred. Okay, sitting with me now, Sugar Ray Leonard. Ray, what have you seen thus far that's encouraged you for when you fight Hearns on September 16th?
Shields is bringing out some very interesting points and weaknesses in Hearns. He has the correct formula, Howard, but he just doesn't have enough power to make Hearns respect him. As you can see, as the rounds progress, Hearns' power is not really there anymore. But then again, I'm praying, I have my fingers crossed that Tommy Hearns is the winner of this fight.
I don't see how he can lose, can you? I've got him scored a shutout.
Oh, well, he's way on points.
There's Tommy now. He keeps his left low. I've commented on that. Have you observed that?
I've always observed that. I hope he keeps it that way.
Okay, thank you. So, some encouraging sights from Sugar Ray Leonard's point of view, but he'll have to prove out against Hearns. A quick left by Randy Shields. We're in the 10th round. Leonard did observe that he feels the punching power of Hearns has diminished with the passage of rounds. We are 35 seconds into round 10. I'd like to tell you, Ray Leonard, if you can hear me, that what impresses me about Hearns in this fight is against so tough and game a guy as Shields, he has not lost his poise, his composure. He's still boxing purposefully, scoring all the points, using the left, hoping to set up the right, loading up when he can. This is a well-trained, disciplined fighter, Tommy Hearns. He's a tribute to Emanuel Stewart and the fact that Stewart has brought great young fighters out of the Crunk Gymnasium in Detroit. One of whom debuted today in the undercard, Jackie Beard, who I felt would have won a gold in Moscow had the Americans gone. Knocked out his opponent in the second round, the youngster from Nashville, Tennessee. But now this is Hearns against Shields in its 10th round action. Shields is surprising, isn't he? No wonder there you saw a good right by Hearns. No wonder he went 10 rounds with Sugar Ray and even beat Sugar Ray as an amateur in '73 when each of them, Shields and Leonard, were just 17. Now going down to the midsection by Hearns. Good tactic, maybe overdue. Less than a minute left in round 10.
Back it up.
40 seconds left. Blood streaming down from the left eye now on Randy Shields' face. And blood under the right eye on Randy Shields' face. Let's face it, he's a bloody mess, but he fights on. With 15 seconds left in round 10. He is paying some price for his courage. Coming up the end of the 10th round. We're back live, ringside, Phoenix, Arizona, round 11 coming up. WBA World Welterweight Championship at stake. And, of course, Tommy Hearns defending, Randy Shields challenging. A good right by Shields. He somehow stays in there. The fight totally dominated by Tommy Hearns, but he has not been able to knock Shields down. What Hearns has done is kept his poise and boxed his fight, piling up the points. But now Shields, in the 11th round, suddenly becomes aggressive, active. It was amazing he stayed on his feet in the 4th round. 2 tremendous rights were scored against him, and he was doubled over at one point, but still he never went down. A minute into round 11. And the fight continues in the precise pattern you've been seeing in the previous 10 rounds. Hearns working the left. Although briefly, as noted, the first 30 seconds of this round, Shields was quickly aggressive. interesting the way Shields will come up with the occasional right lead. The exact blow popularized in his prime by Ali and used so effectively by our Olympic fighters in Montreal. Of course, you've got to be very quick-handed, very quick in your reflexes, because the right lead has to travel a further distance to reach the opponent than the left, and it gives the opponent the chance to answer back, and often dangerous. As I was describing that, Hearns scored with another blistering right. We have 1:05 left in round 11. A good left by Hearns as Shields was coming into him. But they've done a good job on the blood around Hearns' eyes in the corner between the 10th and 11th rounds. It's only now just begun to reappear. Hearns has to respect Randy Shields. When we get a look at Randy Shields, there, good left by Hearns, snapped him back to the chin. See those rope burns on Shields' back? He's been against those ropes often, and Hearns has pummeled him there. Net, the rope burns that are all over his back. There you could see them very quickly, but very effective. 10 seconds left in round 11. He claims a butt. Shields claims a butt. We're going to stay and look at that. A right lead by Hearns missed. The end of round 11. Now we'll stay and see if we can get a gander at that butt claim by Shields' corner. Remember, Hearns' corner claimed a butt in the very first round. Now let's look at it. Well, the heads met, that's for sure. However, you've got to be fair about that. It was Shields coming into Hearns. Don't forget, tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern and Pacific, 7 Central, ABC's Wide World of Sports 20th Anniversary Show Special. Celebrate with us the tradition of excellence with a retrospective look at 20 magnificent years of unforgettable moments over most of these ABC stations. It's incredible where that show has been, what it's done. Not only the great events, but the issues, the stories. Jim McKay, of course, the host, incomparable at his job. We're in round 12 here live in Phoenix, Arizona, WBA World Welterweight Championship at stake. Round 12, and Tommy Hearns has not knocked out Randy Shields. In fact, he has not even knocked him down. 30 seconds into round 12. Perhaps it's unfair to even observe that. The only problem is Hearns has received so much publicity and has been so devastating in his record that one automatically expected something else to happen here today. A quick knockout, but it hasn't. It may still be a knockout, but it wasn't quick. See the way Hearns is fighting, how disciplined he is. Don't make a mistake. Keep scoring your points. If you can find the opportunity, then blast him. That's the coaching, the training of Emmanuel Stewart. Might add, he had superb coaching as an amateur, too. Some of it by the incomparable, now deceased, Tom Sarge Johnson, who went down in that ill-fated air crash in Poland that took so many of our young fighters. We saw Hearns again land. Shields holding on grimly, so tired. Hearns trying to go downstairs, then upstairs, then downstairs, then the right. Oh, a terrible right against Shields, and Shields still doesn't go down, and the rope burns more apparent than ever. They are separated by Ferrara. Not all acts of courage soldier performed on the battlefield. This is a battlefield of its own. And the acts of courage by Randy Shields, just tremendous. We have a half-minute left in round 12. Can Shields survive? That's now the question. Hearns incessant in his attack. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. He survives a round. We are back live in Phoenix, Arizona. Randy Shields survived the 12th round, but there will be no 13th. In one of the grimmest displays of courage you'll ever want to see, he could go no further. The ring doctor stopped the fight. Tommy Hearns retains his title, a technical knockout, the 12th round officially, and so it was. As you look at that kid, you got to give him all the credit in the world. But give Tommy Hearns credit, too. And we are told abruptly that we are out of time. Congratulations to you, Tommy Hearns. So long, everybody. From Phoenix, Arizona, Tommy, you fought a poised fight. Now to Frank Gifford.